saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go
marching. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. And the New Orleans Saints. Five weeks come and gone already. And we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Great work there to evade. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's going to be pushed down up near that 4. Yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Shuck, first and 10. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
15 more yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shuck now on first down. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
The kicker on
for the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it. They blocked it. Off to the races, middle of the field. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. To return this, Marcus Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. May now from the gun. Defender with a tough 3rd and long.
yards to go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. 70 left.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shuck now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get 6 more on their early advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, but just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off. Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Escapes the pocket. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. And the Patriots first.
Zane on the ground here with Henderson. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Rolling into enemy territory. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Saints.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this one is launched down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. There he goes, right sideline. Into the end zone he goes, pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
On the roughing call. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st down, May. He finds his running back, Henderson. Down the sideline inside the 30. He dodged the tackle. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Can you get your job done?
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a 19-point deficit. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Lions.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On play action, here's Shuck. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints continue dominating in our opening half. For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
Patriots 9.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's May to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
As the open man downfield. He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. To the air yet again, May. Gets it quickly to Douglas. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Patriots 1st down. A gain of 14.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
New England.
To the air on 1st down, May. Flush down out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots chop some of the lead off before the half. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Patriots get it back to a 19-point deficit. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass The extra point. Here's Smith. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Hits his running back. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again, it's May. Dump off, caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
May now on 3rd down. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. I'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Here's May again. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Dude, I was on the field, a young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal. New England.
Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
May now from the gun. Rolling out to his left. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Chased out to his right. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's May. Finds London on the slant. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. Trying to throw for it with May. Throw caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds a mile from that marker. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That play good for 17 and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Shuck now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Complete out to the right. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Saints who have possession, Brock, and they can probably go on cruise control with that lead. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set, go.
Now a give, it's ETN headed left. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Come on, set.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10.
Here's Shuck. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for a Saints.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
3rd down, here's Shuck. That's caught for the first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. That's the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And second down only works out for a yard. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a New England first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Patriots hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. We've set it down from 37. First down, May. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Motion man left is Brown. Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. Getting out to his left. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Gets it quickly to Douglas. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Alvin Kamara on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Tate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.